guys, another episode of The Garden Voyeur. My name's Brian. Today we're not out in the garden because it is raining here in St. Louis. We had a bunch of big storms come through late last night, so everything's really muddy out there. And although I did go out to take a picture of the Egyptian spinach that we have in the garden, because the 10 plants that we have, and we planted those over a month ago. A week ago we did our first Instagram picture and posted, and they were just barely above the raised garden bed within a week. And after all that rain that we had last night, I went outside this morning, took a picture. This thing is, the plants are 3 times the size. We can't even keep up with them. We go out there almost every day, every other day, and snip off a few of the leaves for dinner to put into sandwiches or wraps or salads, whatever. But it's always really cool after it rains to go out to your garden to kind of see how well the plants just do something. It's like the rain is like steroids compared to when you just normally water. So it's always exciting to go out there in the mornings after a big rain. So today what we're going to do is we're going to have a unboxing or an unwrapping. It's kind of a Christmas in September, and I always want to try different kind of companies to buy my gardening stuff this year. I'm always out there looking for recommendations. I do like to go to our local store here in St. Louis. I'm out here in St. Charles, Weldon Spring area, and there's a fantastic garden store where I usually get most of my gardening materials, seeds, plants, everything like that. That's over at Green's Country Store. It's off Highway N and 40. But I've had a lot of people online that recommended getting some things also from Baker Creek. So I decided that I would make an order, and let's see what we ended up getting. And all these places that I talk about, these are just, I'm just kind of letting you guys know where I go. I get nothing for it, but, and that's fine. But I just want to let you guys know that it's not like a plug or anything for any of these places. I like to let you guys know where I go and my experiences with them. So, got a nice little receipt here for everything I ordered. And looks like my total order is about $31.40. Now everything that I ordered, I got a bunch of seeds and I got some plant markers also. And the seeds were anywhere from $2 to $4 a packet, and then the plant markers that are in here were about 10. So let's take a look and see what we've got. I don't know if there's anything better than when you're home and you hear the UPS or FedEx truck coming down the street and you look out and they park out right in front of your house. It's always fun to get a package. So anyways, let's take a look and see what we've got here. On the seed side, I've got some red romaine. Take a look at that. When you get that planted probably this week, next week. The lettuce that I had left over from spring, I tried planting that a few weeks ago, and that's when we had 100-degree temperatures in St. Louis, and they haven't even sprouted yet. So what I may do is go over the same area with some of this, in addition to some of the other parts of the raised garden that we went ahead and cleared for fall planting. So we've got our red romaine, and what do we have here? Looks like, we've got some bulk 1 ounce spinach. I'm trying to remember what. I forget what kind of spinach I ended up getting. This might be the Bloomsdale long standing spinach. Yeah, it says it right there on the packet. So we love any kind of greens that we can get to actually grow that the caterpillars don't destroy. So I went ahead and grabbed a big packet of those, and I'm going to kind of seed those out. And on another episode, what we'll do is we'll talk about, I think I'm going to come up with a new strategy for fall at least for all of my leafy vegetables. and to combat the caterpillars. So we'll talk about that on another episode. I'm going to intermix my plantings with a lot of onions. I've read a few things online to where onions repel a lot of the moths and some other kind of bugs that come into your garden. So I'm just going to kind of throw these around in the garden bed, and we'll see how well that does, if it helps out. And worst case, we just have a lot of onion to eat for our meals. There's another packet of onions, so I want to make sure that I had quite a bit. I've got this Merlot lettuce, and let's see here. This one was $3, and that looks like a beautiful lettuce that we're going to get. It's also known as galactic lettuce. And I was actually reading on our local website here in town, our, what's the place called? I completely just lost track. Oh, the Botanical Gardens. And they've got great resources online as far as what they plant or what they determine as does really well for the area. So they had recommended the galactic lettuce. Looks great to me. And if you see here at the top, excellent bolt resistance. So for you new gardeners like myself, the bolting is when the plant gets to the end point and they shoot up their flowers for to prepare for reproduction, dropping the seeds. And once your plants do that, then the leaves and whatnot don't taste as good. So we've got some more onions. These are the Tokyo long white onions. They are sweet and mild. And it looks like each one of these packets were $1.50. And again, I just want to intermix the onions with everything else that's in the garden. And we eat tons of onion anyways at dinner and lunch. So that's always a good thing to have. And we have some red romaine. So there's that guy there. So looking forward to getting started on the planting. And let's see what else they include on here. Looks like some pictures and stuff. The National Heirloom Expo. So a little thing for us to read. And I saw these online. And these are plant markers, which I'm sure we could probably make stuff up on our own. But, you know, whenever you're really into something, as in gardening or with my main job as a photographer, there's not a piece of photography equipment that when I see that I don't want. But these are copper. And it says here, engrave the face of these labels by placing the back of the copper face on a soft but firm surface, newspaper or magazine, and write firmly with a pen. Use a paint pen to write on the label. And these are kind of cool. I thought these would kind of look neat in the garden. Let's pull some of these out. And it looks like I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We've got 10 of them. And they're kind of like that. So I guess you would just kind of write what you have planted and you put those in the garden, and I would imagine they last pretty good, and then they're reusable. So they're all metal with the copper plating. So maybe each season when it kind of fades or something, you kind of write over it or something. So I thought those were kind of cool. These here were $10, so $1 a piece. And I thought I would get I thought I would try these out and see how they look. So, you know, I can write the galactic lettuce or the onions on there, or I can write, you know, caterpillars live here. So so that's pretty much it for what we've got in the package. What we'll do in a later episode, probably this week, is the planting of all of our new stuff that we have here. And we'll talk a little bit about the strategy for the caterpillars for fall, what we're going to do. So everybody take it easy. Thanks for coming, and we'll see you on the next episode.